right now. She's like, I can't tell. Here you go. There, you get a monitor over there. There it is. What do you? What is it? She goes, it's too late. Too late. What's it too late for? What could it be? Good evening. Welcome back to Late Night Playset. My name is Jay Ryan. We have a dark studio. Let's see, turn some lights on for one. We'll do that. There's been a lot of stuff going on, but our guest this evening is Mr. BART KUYKENS. Hello, good to see you.
Hello, good to see you.
And the lady to my right over here is Mrs. Ryan. We'll see her in just a few minutes. We have Emily in the house as well, who will be, she's just auditing. She's auditing and supporting BART. But welcome back to the Late Night Playset. Please like and subscribe below. And let's see who's here already. We've got that Porsche girl's here. Hello, Laura. And Jacques MC, Frankenstein, like I said before. And a lot of other people. Let's start the show. You trim your beard. You look great. And he did a shave. Everybody looks great. What's up, you guys? Kurt must be here. Hello, Nicole. I'm listening to him and his accent. Hello, Nicole. All right, let's kill the echo here. And welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the Late Night Playset. My name is Jay Ryan. This lady over here to my right is Nicole Ryan. We are the Ryans, and let's start this thing up with everybody on Instagram. Hello, One Vintage. Dorian Dammit is here. Rox Montreal is here. Hey. Robert McGowan, St. Clair Insurance. Hey, friends. Hello to you, St. Clair Insurance. And FYI, the Haggerty check came through, so you are paid up. I love collecting premiums from the insurance company. That makes me feel good. By the way, if you want to sponsor this show, we have real estate available in the building across the street. If you would like your signage back there, your logo, or if you just like what we're doing and you want to jump on board, we're having a grand old time, and it's only going to get better. Today is. That's why the car's buried here. Here we go. I don't need this anymore. That's our first problem. No bubbles, but good news. We have confetti. Woo! Today is Tuesday, January 25th, 2021, and it's Tradecraft Tuesday, which is good news for you.
Yes, it is.
There you are.
Thanks.
We have, this is the last pen I have from Tradecraft currently, but I am supposed to be going down there tomorrow to see those guys. We'll bring the Instagram audience in here. That's a little better. This is Green Crack. Enjoy your Green Crack.
I did.
Sativa. That's what you like. You like the sativas. And green crack, okay? That's one of your favorites, right? Not one of your favorites, but it's okay?
I'm learning. I love it.
Oh, okay. Everything's your favorite now.
I can't taste the difference, so it's kind of like, is it good or bad?
Yeah. Well, how does it work? Who gives a shit what it tastes like, right?
Yeah, it works great.
That's all I want to hear. All right, so green thumbs up on the green crack. Green crack. There's no mood on this. I think this is still the old packaging. I think the new one would say, green crack adventurous or whatever the thing is. All right, that's back there. Get that out of the way. Knock that out of the way. And our guest is, like I said, Bart.
Kuykens.
Yeah, I know. She says it properly. I say I have a hard time with the first syllable for some reasons. Kuykens. Bart Kuykens. Is it? Okay. No good. Still not. Fair enough. Still not there.
No, it's fair enough. it's Kuykens, but it's okay.
Kuykens.
Kuykens. Yeah.
Kuykens.
Oh.
You don't have this. Right?
No, but see, the problem is, I hate to. I don't want to be the dumb American that's making it sound like pickles, like gherkins. It's Kuykens.
Kuykens with a K.
Yeah.
K-U-Y. K-E-N-S.
It's like, oh, you're the dumb American, all right. You are definitely the dumb American. All right, well, bike. Shit. Bart. Kuykens. Kuykens is here. It's Kuykens. Anyway, I'm really glad you're here. The 5 minutes before the show, I was almost trying to convince Bart that he had been here before. And he was saying, no, we've only done the the Zoom show over when COVID first started and there was lockdown. And I was like, well, but I'm pretty sure, like I know you in person, so I know we know each other. And I was just convinced of it, and apparently I made all of that up in my head. He's never been here till today.
Yeah, I just remember him at Piccolo.
Some days I'm more nervous with guests when they've never been here before because it's like a weird thing, like you're in our house. It's not just, oh, I hope you like our little thing we're doing here. It's also like, well, you're coming to where we live. It's a weird thing. And for some reason, I don't have that when somebody's been here a second time. So apparently, the moment I found out he hadn't been here, it all rushed over me. Are the bathrooms clean? I was like, the whole thing. And I'm guessing you wouldn't even care, even if our bathrooms weren't clean.
No. Well, we met at the Piccolo last year. No, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, whatever.
Good grief.
I took some pictures of you guys there.
Oh, I don't know if I remember that. That makes me happy.
I don't know if I even sent them over.
Can't wait to get you in here. All right, we got some stuff to talk about first. Let's see. First of all, hello to you. How are you doing?
Awful.
Tell why.
Because it's spreading in my arms now and joints that don't work. So it's just, there's not much left.
Yeah. That's got to be a mental struggle, I would imagine, let alone the physical stuff.
Yeah. It's terrifying. So it hijacks every thought.
Yeah. Did you see what I posted today? I posted that picture or the video of you last week walking into the studio. That was not from today. It doesn't take her 3 hours to walk into the studio.
I did see.
And did you know that I don't know, it was only a couple hours ago, but it's got over 400 likes and over 50 comments, and it's been viewed over 3,300 times.
I did not know that. That's incredible.
Okay. Well, people love you. They're all of the comments are support. People saying wonderful things of support. All sorts of warrior, ultimate warrior, inspiration, all sorts of things like that. So when you want a boost later, maybe go through and look at the comments on that post and see all the people who care about you and love you.
I will.
Like all these people here. You got Porsche Patrick, you got Rocco Rain, you got Kanavi Chavi Chawaz, Connie Chiwaz. All right. I'll wait. Bobby Holland Art is here. He's a very talented artist as well. Speaking of Sticky Vape and our friends at Tradecraft Farms, he often does some artwork for them as well. And you're building a monster kind of hot rod car. I don't know what you'd call it. You call it an Outlaw? It's a Porsche 914, but I don't think it's Porsche powered. I think he's putting like some kind of other motor in it. Should be interesting. Make it rain. Rocco Rain says, make it rain. Oh, it's not that kind of show. Do you want it to be? Jeff Zwart just got here. Maybe it should be. Spring break. Woo! Hi, Jeff Zwart. Great to see you. Love to the doggies. Always, always. Great to see you up at Breakfast Club the other day, too. I know you don't make it up frequently, but I'm telling you, when you do, you really make everyone's day. It's exciting for them to see you up there in what, even though it's not your home environment, it looks like your home environment. It looks like Colorado and Pikes Peak up there. So it's very exciting for folks to see you, and also whatever car you drive. It was the light yellow 911 the other day, 911T. He says, hello from Daytona. Hello from Daytona. A lot of our friends are down in Daytona. It's an exciting week. And then, we should ask about this. What does everyone think about NASCAR at the Coliseum in a couple weeks? You know they're doing that here in L.A.? They're doing NASCAR at the Coliseum downtown. It's already being converted.
That's nuts. I just found out about whatever event we have next weekend, like Super Bowl or whatever.
What? Oh, not us. I mean, but Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the Super Bowl. The Rams got in the other day. It was a big deal. All of the neighborhoods, or all of the folks in the neighborhood went nuts. And I was like, oh, something sports must have just happened. We're here inside watching something else. But everybody was very excited. I think it's kind of neat, and it makes me think that everything in life is fixed, that the first year of this football team, the first year of the new stadium completion, the first year of blibbity blah blah, the first year they're going to get the Super Bowl here, like we got it, and the local team happens to win the whole thing. Like, it's just kind of, I grew up with WrestleMania, and it feels a little like that. Like, Hulk Hogan wins again! Yeah, all right! All right! Sound like Seinfeld there. All right. Badges. All right. People are buying badges. Thank you. Thank you for buying a badge. I still don't know what it does. Did the NASCAR event happen? Was it last weekend? Shit. Did I miss it? Was it that big of a dud? He said, oh, no, you went to one NASCAR event. Meh, I'm good. Now, I know, but this is different. It's inside the Coliseum. So visually, it looks like the movie Cars, which I'm kind of into, because like when they did the thing with Cars, they sort of faked it inside the Coliseum. But I can tell you, it just doesn't work. It's not a big enough place or space. It's not, if there's not enough,
The
if it was a
Coliseum,
dirt track
like
or
the
something,
real
maybe.
one?
Yeah, like downtown where they built it for the Olympics, and it's where USC plays and stuff. And I think it's where the Rams were actually playing while they were building these stadiums. Bart is he's waiting in front of the cameras. There's multiple cameras.
Yeah, I'm checking out. They all have a name?
Well, they all have a number. Oh, that one's Hank on camera 4. Yeah,
Hank
on camera 4, and whoever donates an iPhone to the show, they get to be the camera operator on the show. So Hank donated camera 4, and we have Will up here on camera 3 on the other one up there. Yeah. And we're giving a studio tour to our guests now. It's good. All right, that tells me that was enough, and we should move on. All right, What I would like to say real quick is this is a shameless plug for a friend, for a very talented friend, Jonny Lieberman. Jonny Lieberman, remember, was supposed to be here the other day. He's been here many, many times. He was supposed to be the other day, and he had a COVID scare. Luckily, he didn't get it. But good news! What he was supposed to promote last week came out today. The new Inevitable podcast. Inevitable, as in EV. The emphasis on the EV inevitable on that one. It's a new Motor Trend podcast emphasizing the electric vehicle movement. And it's hosted by Jonny and one of the lead guys over there. Oh, I'm drawing a blank on his name. Okay, well, check it out. But their first guest happens to be our good friend Reggie Watts.
I saw that. Awesome.
I watched some of it. It's great. It's great. It's nice to see somebody with more car talk energy than Jonny Lieberman. Like Jonny Lieberman's kind of just sitting on his hands for a couple minutes while Reggie's like bibbidi bobbidi bobbidi. Very, very cool. Highly recommend checking it out. Also, just we love Jonny Lieberman and Reggie. And we'll get to know the other guy. I'm sorry, I can't remember his name at this moment. And I should remember it because he's like an editor at Motor Trend. I don't know if it'd be cool to attend or not, man. I mean, it sounds like it would be, just because of the neatness of it all. But like, I don't want to go. Like, I want to watch it on TV or let you tell me how it was. I remember when they had, remember they did NASCAR out at Fontana, and that I thought was fun because that was a big track. I'm not a NASCAR guy. It doesn't. It's it's got to be interesting for me to be in it at all. All right, Lieberman, inevitable. Reggie. Oh, and by the way, Reggie Watts is going to be here next week as well. He did his run of all of the automotive podcasts, and now we are going to sit here on television and talk about it. One TV guy to another. We're going to do it on Monday, and I haven't figured out how to do this. I think what it's going to end up being is a bonus show because we're stacked with guests next week. We've got, I can't remember, but other people. Oh, here we go. There's a lot of people coming in soon. Adam Ferrara is going to be here. Reggie Watts, the Motoring Club, Michael from Motoring Club, Jonny Lieberman as well next week. Kat DeLorean's going to be back. Mark Karzan he was a photographer on Late Night with David Letterman. But more specifically, he is responsible for all of the old late night bumpers in and out of the commercials, whether it was the laundromat or the... No. He put all of those together, thousands of them there probably. And there's a new book that just came out, available on Amazon, called Late Night Bumpers, appropriately enough. And Mark's going to be here to tell us about it, as well as what it was like to work on the Letterman show when it was becoming a thing, when it was just new and people you didn't know trying crazy humor. And beyond that, he came up with that famous late night logo, that's basically just varsity script, like at the back of a jacket. He's the one who came up with that. And then the show ended up taking it and using it. And obviously, as you look around here, we've adapted just a version of that for Late Night Playset. So Mark's going to be here.
So excited.
Dmitry Orlov from BBI, and also one of the people responsible for helping us get our accounts backed after being hacked. And our friend Michael Berger, our new friend Michael Berger, as you remember from TV in the 90s and everything since, host, and he used to be on that show, Mike and Maddie, and he hosted the Match Game when I was young. He's a recent friend, a new Porsche guy, just placed an order for a brand new 992, and he's going to be in here as well as other people I can't remember. So that, and all right, write down the list here as we burn the time up. It's okay, we're actually right on time. Let's see. Extra Lego Cars is here. Motorco, hello there, Kevin. Flat Six Photographer, James, how are you? YOLO F30, Josh Woods. They're coming in fast now. Coming in hot, everybody. Coming in. Yuli. EUIYEO, non you. Dang, I wish I could have done better with that. I'm embarrassed. Let me try it one more time. EUIYEONYOO. Welcome. Frankenstein, spam that button. I don't know what that means. Spam what button? What does that mean? Badges. Hello, Jay and wife, says Yuli Yu.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Apollo and Roddy, two sunflowers. Bobby Hollenard, LOL. All right, awesome. All right, Foundation. The Foundation. All right, so very exciting news on the Foundation. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. The Foundation is coming. Tell your friends. The Foundation is coming. Before that gets here, we thought it would be here at the end of 2021. We thought it would be here for January. And now we were going to be happy if it was going to be at the end of this month. Now I'll be very happy if it's the end of the next month. In the meantime, though, we're so grateful for this, have people... Oh, boy. My words are going to hell. Give me 1 second to get my thoughts together. Let's all take a deep breath, shall we? That feels much better. Much better. In the meantime, because people have been so great with wanting to contribute to the Foundation already, we're going to do a GoFundMe. We talked about it. We thought about it. It's probably going to go up tomorrow, I think. And it's very temporary, and it's essentially a placeholder for the Foundation. I'm not going to go into all the nuts and bolts of that. You already know the what and the why. It's going to be great. We're all very excited about it. And that's it. In the meantime, GoFundMe tomorrow. Yep. Okay. Good? Okay.
That's great news.
I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. This whole thing will be good, grand, and great.
It's all going to be great. This is the beginning, the first step of awesomeness. I'm happy. I think, what do we think? Like 2 or 3 years when we first started this, it would take before we'll be ready to roll it out. Like we have to do all this work like a comedian who needs to go tour the country and get stage time and learn the craft. We kind of had to do that. It ended up being almost 4 years. The Facebook memory came up of me setting stuff up going, we're starting a podcast. I don't know what I'm doing. And buying equipment and stuff. And that was almost 4 years ago. Here we are.
Anyway, it is what it is. Thanks to everybody who's gone along this journey with us. It's been like crazy fun. From how this has turned from a dining room into like a micro television studio has been absolutely ridiculous. It's been one hell of a journey. Thank God it has all been captured for someone to then cut and edit into some sort of bookend, we're calling it, to an absolutely amazing story that hopefully everyone will hear in 2022. Or, yeah, that's what we hope. That's the plan. That's the plan. It's realistic. We're early in. There's a lot of work to do, but there's plenty of time. Excuse me. They say all that separates men and boys is the coverage for their toys. St. Clair Insurance shops top providers so you get the best coverage for your toys. What kind of toys, Mrs. Ryan?
Collector cars.
Absolutely, collector cars. What else?
The things that make them insurable, that insure them. Businesses and homes and such.
Absolutely. Anything that is insurable is should be run by your fine folks over at St. Clair Insurance. If I were you, I would go to coverageforyourtoys.com, coverageforyourtoys.com,
coverageforyourtoys.com,
and see what Jeff Sinclair can do for you. Once again, that's coverageforyourtoys.com, coverageforyourtoys.com,
coverageforyourtoys.com. Really?
Also, I sent a nice message off to the bubble people to see if they want to send more bubbles and or which I know they will. He's like, but you got bubbles for life. See if they want to be a sponsor too. The best bubbles in the world are made by Bubbletree. They're blocked by Bart's book here, but they're made by Bubbletree, the American bubble company. Bart's taking pictures. All right. That's it. Did we do everything? All right. We got to take a quick break, and then we are going to get. Oh no! Did I get bubbly and slimy on something? Holy oh no! A quick break, and you guys are going to listen to these brief words from our friends at Oh So Delicious Hot Sauce. The hot sauce.
Made by bears.
Made by bears. That's right. That's right.
Oh.
Made by bears.
Oh, it's so delicious. It's the hot sauce made by bears. Garlic and serrano mixed with love and care. You can put it on your eggs, pour it on your rice. It's great on a leg, it's better on a slice. It's oh so delicious.
All right, I got
It's the hot sauce made by bears. Oh, so delicious hot sauce. Great on everything
break.
except oatmeal.
Get your bottle today at ohsodelicious.org. $1 from every bottle sold goes to the National Military Family Association.
Next to me. We're halfway already. No?
I'll sit here, okay?
I'm Jonny Lieberman, and you're watching LNP. What does LNP stand for?
Late Night Playset.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I've been on there. Yeah, good show. You should like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.
What are you driving today? 63 356B. Hey, 111. What are you driving today?
Here we go.
Oh, this is fun, David. Thumbs up for sure.
This just proves that you don't have to go fast to have fun.
You don't have to go fast. Can you see my smile already?
Okay, I'm impressed.
You don't need to stick it. He's already got it. My car's going to feel slow as balls after this, I'll tell you that. Pedal down. Yeah, baby.
to come in November, but then my mom
There we
fell
go.
in my garden and she broke her 2 ankles.
Oh God, no.
So yeah, and then the other foot as well. So I had to cancel again and stayed home for another 3 months, and here I am right now.
Well, I'm happy that you made it. You lined up probably a lot of work in the meantime while you weren't here,
Yeah.
because you've been very busy since you've been here.
And always rescheduling. This is yeah, it's annoying.
Did you do the things today that you said you were going to do before this show?
Yeah.
So you were with Macy Gray earlier?
No, that's tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow. Okay.
That's tomorrow.
All right.
Yeah.
What are you doing while you're in town? A little bit of
I'm
everything.
finishing my last book, volume 7 of Flat Six Love Affair. So I'm shooting some people. No, that's not that one.
I know, I don't have that one, but I want to have this handy.
It's-
Boy,
it's
just
that
let me
one.
do my thing. You do your thing.
I saw it over there. Yeah. So I'm finishing up volume 7, which had to be released in December, like 3 months ago, because I always release in December.
Okay.
But I couldn't fly, and I didn't want to end my last book with people like living in my street. Like,
Yeah.
like this one, who's this guy?
Congratulations.
So congratulations, this is the last one. You've been waiting for a year, and now it's just like,
Here are my neighbors.
and here are my neighbors. Welcome to my street. So I postponed a little bit, and I said, okay, I'm gonna wait, go to LA first, and then shoot some amazing people around here.
So you're here completing your book. You're completing the 7th
Yes,
book.
I'm shooting Matt Winter tomorrow,
Wonderful.
and then other guys as well. And then I'm finishing the book, wrap it up. Should be ready by April.
Let's see. It's a Porsche. So this is the last one there will be.
Yeah.
Unless it's Porsches. And then
Unless
you get a name one, maybe
Unless it's
plural.
Porsche 911. No, I think it. I've been thinking about the S as well. Like like Porsches do another one, but I feel like I told my story. It's been 7 years, so it's been a long time.
You're good.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun, a lot of traveling, met a lot of interesting people, but I feel like I have to close it and say, okay, move on with something else, whatever it is.
Good for you.
So
Nothing wrong with that. I think it's great that
No.
when you know when to leave the party or to shut the party down.
yeah,
You have this book, though, just came out. Is this available for people?
yeah.
All right.
this is
Can we
something-
talk about this one, too?
Absolutely.
Because you want to give this away today, right?
Yeah.
What do people have to do to win this? Did you think of a game or anything?
I don't know, whatever you.
All right. We'll just
feel.
we could ask an
Maybe
inst.
just
We can ask.
donate something for the foundation.
Oh, that's an interesting. Do you want to like raffle it off or something like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's very nice
I'm
if you
fine.
want to do that. I mean, otherwise, all right. Well, that's great. Then this will be. We'll figure out a wonderful home for this
Yeah.
by giving it away through your foundation. Beautiful. Thank you.
Thanks.
this is
But in the
something-
meantime,
yeah.
this one is not really car related.
No, not at all. It's
Although
all-
there are car people in it.
Yeah, Emily is in the book. Who else is in the book? Car people. Let me think. Jay Leno is in the book. Patrick Dempsey is in the book. It started like
Jamiroquai
yeah.
is the final.
JK is also in the book. It started like 3 years ago. I was shooting people with their cars, and I was thinking some of them are really nice faces as well to do portraits. So I started shooting portraits as well.
Oh,
And
the character of the face.
the face without the car. And then I started doing people from actors and musicians and whatever. So, and then I wanted to do a portrait book because I like that as well. It's just another part of me.
Yeah.
So there it is, the book. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, we went through this book, not page by page, but we thumbed through it the other day on the show, and we showed people some of the imagery. It's your style. Everything is the same thing, just minus the cars. It's like, you know, some of the in Flat Six Love Affair, you have the cars and then the owners, right?
Yeah.
This is almost like it's still half of that.
Yeah. It's just
It's beautiful.
the owners.
Yeah. So I hope people
Yeah.
enjoy it.
Well, it's my.
Is
I
it
think it's
selling?
my- Sorry.
Is it selling?
Well,
Do people
it's-
know about it yet?
It's less. How do I say it? It's with the books. I have my audience. Let's say, you know. So when a new book releases, you have the people who have the other 6 books. They want the last book as well, so it sells fast.
That's good.
And the first 4 books are sold out already from the other one, so it's okay.
Good.
This one is something totally different. So it's portraits. So not every car guy is interested in portraits. So it's just a different audience. So I have to find my way there, but we'll be fine in the end. So just
Do you like your life? I'm asking because it looks great to me to just be able to be creative and live your life and live that way, make money that
I
way.
have no reason not to be enjoying my life. I
Amen.
think when you're healthy, then you should be. Everything else is just cherry on the cake. No, I think we have an example here.
Yeah.
So So
not quite healthy, but,
no, but you know what I
you
mean?
see how valuable it is.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So I don't wake up sometimes with a headache, and I'm not going to complain like, "Yeah, headache." No, yeah. Just
Take it as it comes.
yeah. And I try to do what I do. I like my freedom. I like to be in my own. I like to be around people, but I need the feeling that I'm in control of what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the 9-to-5 idea, although I have respect for people having a job like that. But for the moment, in Dutch Wood, I can still do what I like to do, which is traveling and taking pictures and meeting people and listening to amazing stories and being inspired by everybody around me and inspire other people if they feel like. So, yeah, I'm happy.
It's awesome. Forgive me for asking. It seems like a weird question. Whenever I encounter artists who are successful in their medium and able to make a living at it, it's very inspiring to me. It's very inspiring to me, and you're very inspiring to me. It's hard. It's hard to do. I don't know if people realize that. You know, we're luckily around a lot of successful people, and these people have all made it, and you take it for granted. Getting there is really tough. Was it hard for you, or did your talent kind of pave the way, or?
It felt all natural. It didn't feel like it was an effort or had to do something. Of course, you have to work for it. Nothing comes for free. Nobody's going to call you and then, hey, you're going to be the next artist.
Yeah.
No, you have to really put in the effort to do the extra mile. I wake up at 6 every day, unless I have a jet lag. At 6, I work very hard. I work in the weekends. I don't watch TV. So, yeah, because I want to eventually get where I think I should be. And I don't think a measure of success should be, how do you say, valued by amount of things you sell or
Agreed.
money you make. Has nothing to do with it. I know very successful artists, but they don't sell that much, but they're really, really good in what they do, and I get inspired by them. And
yeah.
And it's not because you sell a lot that it's good. It's nothing to do one with another.
So what is success for you then, if it's not financial or based on, units sold?
I think the reason why I made this book, for example, is you make it for yourself, not for someone else. If people like it, then fine. If they don't like it, that's their problem. They just need more time than I think. But
you're describing art to me. That is art, right? You have to do it for yourself. Otherwise,
yeah.
it's a job. It's a commission.
Yeah. This is the thing. If I take pictures, I always like it until now. If I wake up and have the day like, oh my God, today I have to shoot this guy or this girl or this car, and it's just because it's money, then I don't like it anymore. Then I feel like it's time to walk away and do something else.
Mm-hmm.
Because I really need to feel. When I go, for example, to a shoot, like this is my modus operandi. Like an hour before I go to whoever it is, I try to get in a certain mood or vibe in my head, and mostly it's related with music. Music in my car, I start to get in the vibe because I want to feel. I don't want to fall in love with the people, but I want to get obsessed with them.
Yeah. For
a short amount of time.
Yeah.
So if I need to shoot you, for example, I come here and I need to be obsessed but what you do, who you are, what you think, this kind of stuff. I want to come very close to you. I want to bond with you for a moment. Then I take the pictures, and then I stay in this bubble for, let's say, an hour or 2 hours after the shoot, and then I
purge somehow.
Come back to reality or whatever spiritual thing it is. But this is how I work, and it works fine for me. And if I don't have this, if I just go there like, okay, let's do it. then
photographer's here.
Yeah, photographer's here. Let's take some pictures. Then it doesn't work anymore for me. Then I need to do something else.
Yeah,
that's why I started the portraits. Not because the cars were getting boring, not at all. But there's an amount of angles. You can start shooting an angle from a car, but in the end it's just an angle, you know. So at the moment it's still very inspiring to me and very keeps me going. But I feel like after the 7 books, it's nice, has been nice. I'm done and move on.
Yeah,
it's something else.
It's perfectly understandable. It really is. But meanwhile, all of us want more. You know, like we'll always want more.
Yeah. Well, I will do a best of.
Greatest hits.
or the kill your how do you say it? Kill your darlings. The pictures I didn't use for the book because I have a lot of pictures I didn't use. This is the thing when
cutting room floor.
Yeah, when I flip to volume 1 or 2, I'm thinking, oh my God, what was I thinking back then? I thought it was good back then, and now I see it doesn't look good anymore.
You see your own growth in the series.
Yeah, call it growth or whatever, but it looks weird to me right now. So I should have taken other pictures or different angles or another lens or whatever. So I think that's good maybe. So I would do it differently right now. With that being said, I think after all this time, it's time to do something else.
Yeah.
And let it go.
What is next?
Well, I'm enjoying a lot of portraits right now.
Okay.
I released this book. I'm doing a project with Mylène Jamponoy, which is a French and Chinese actress. She's beautiful, and I photographed a book only about her. So the book will be only pictures of her. So she's from Marseille and Athens. She lives in Athens, but she's also from Marseille. Sorry. So we did 3 days in Marseille. Going to do a couple of days in Paris. Going to do a couple of days in Athens, and it will be a full book about her. She's a painter as well. She's an artist. She's an actress. She's really inspiring. A great-looking woman, and I think it could be something nice. And just do an edition of 100 or 200 books. Very,
100 as a numbered series just of that book, or you mean as 100 different people could do?
No, 100 or 200 copies.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, then it got a little bit underground, not like too much.
Wow.
And that's inspiring as well. So you share, or you spend 3-4 days, with the same person. So you have to bond.
Yeah.
And I want to go. I always try to shoot raw and honest. I want to see their emotions. I want to see their soul. So when you spend 3-4 times with those people, you see them in the morning, you see them at night when they get tired, when they get edgy, and that's when you take sometimes the best pictures.
Interesting, when they've let their guard down just from fatigue sometimes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So that's just an idea I have with her, and we're going to do it, and I think it will be great. And,
it's beautiful.
Yeah.
So I love it.
Yeah.
Why do you do what you do? I mean, what is it about it that speaks to you? Like, why? We love that you do it, but what is it for you that you get out of it? Why?
Why do you do what you do?
Can't tell you. In fact, I would rather be doing anything else because, like, this is really hard. Yeah. They say if you can go do anything else, you should go do that, and yet you're drawn to whatever that thing is. Is that what it is for you?
Well, I wake up and I feel like I have to do what I do.
Yeah.
It feels good. It feels like I have to do.
What else would I do?
I have no idea.
Right.
I have no idea. I thought about a talk show, but so many talk shows already.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
So
the podcast market's tough to crack.
Yeah, I don't know. I think if I would do something else, I don't know at the moment. For the moment, I feel fine doing what I do.
You drive as well, right? I mean, you like to drive as well.
A car.
Yeah. I mean, but Spirit, I mean, you enjoy driving as well.
Yeah.
You're not just taking photos of these cars.
No, I like to drive. I don't consider myself as a good driver in terms of the people who come into these chairs already, like Magnus or Paul Zuckerman or Jonny Lieberman or whatever.
Sure.
But I enjoy driving my car, absolutely.
Yeah.
The thing is, I live in Belgium, and so we have like 7 good days a year to drive. And then if they don't fall on a Saturday or a Sunday, then...
that's a good point. Yeah.
No, we have a couple of good months, but it's different. You know, I have a 911 from 1970, which is beautiful, but it's a pain in the ass as well. When I fly back now, it's like almost freezing, so you don't take him out.
Right.
Because it's wet, it's snowing, it's dangerous. It's a small car, it's cold, no heater, or it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Mostly it's like that. And when we need a little bit of fun, we have to drive for say 2 hours, and then we are in the what we call mountains in Belgium. Or you have to drive to the Black Forest, and then it's a lot of fun, but that's like 5-6 hour drive, and we are not used to these distances.
Right.
If we drive an hour, we go on holiday.
Right.
In Europe, you know, when you drive an hour, it took me an hour to get here.
Yeah, you'd be in another country almost.
Oh yeah.
Right?
In 40 minutes, I'm in the Netherlands.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
2 hours, I'm in Paris. In 2 hours, I'm in London. In 2 hours, I'm in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's totally different.
it's different.
Here you could still be in LA County.
Yeah.
In fact, in an hour, you will still be in LA County.
Yeah.
This is my first wake-up call from the States was like when I got here the first time. I had a book signing with John Benton.
Oh, I
Was here
love
as well,
John
I think.
Benton.
Yeah,
Love John Benton.
Yeah. And it was at his shop in Anaheim.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a girl, Def Sushi on Instagram.
Yeah, love
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
Milani.
Yeah, Malani. I photographed this a couple of days ago for the last book.
Beautiful.
So she came down to Benton's shop for a book, and I signed it. And she said, I was in the neighborhood, so I came right after work. I only had to drive for an hour. And I was like, you were in the neighborhood and you had to drive for an hour to get a book?
Welcome to LA.
So I was like, what's going on?
You're like, we plan a holiday
Yeah.
for weeks before we drive an hour.
So I thought I'm a celebrity. People drive for an hour. It was just like normal thing here. Like you drive for an hour to say hi and have a coffee, and we don't do that. We drive for 15 minutes maybe,
Yeah.
or we come with an excuse, but not for an hour.
This town's crazy.
Yeah.
It really is.
Maybe just United States.
This town is worse than the rest of the country, I think, for sure. But, during, while you weren't here, it was great. While everyone was locked down, you could get anywhere in 20 minutes. Okay. It was pretty amazing. But the moment they let everyone back out of the cage, everyone went to the 405.
Yeah. But it feels like traffic now is a little bit better than 2 years ago.
Maybe. You would be a better judge of that. For me, I feel like it's back to just as bad, but I could be jaded.
Yeah. It feels better.
Well, I appreciate it. How long are you here?
I'm here for a week and I stay here for another 2.
Oh, well, that's great.
Yeah.
Oh, well, fantastic. So you
I'm not coming back.
Oh, forget it. I was going to ask you, 2 weeks, we have an opening. What else are you doing while you're in town?
Well, trying to shoot as much people I can.
Yeah.
First for the book and then the portraits as well.
So are you loaded up or are you free? If people want to shoot with you, they should message you, or is it that kind of thing, or no?
Well, for the book, the thing is I want to be a little bit picky for my last book.
Yes.
But yeah.
So if they're a certain echelon or higher, they should send you a message, and then you'll pick from those.
There's always room for when someone really interesting. I photographed Jeff's Ward in my book number 5, and I really wanted to shoot him with the 914 6 as well.
Yeah.
So he messaged me this morning like, come over to Colorado, take a plane, fly back. You can do it in one day. And I really wanted to go, but I don't have time.
Yeah.
It's a pity because I really would like to go there and photograph him. Another guy which is on my list should be in the book, I think, is Matt Hummel.
Oh, sure.
It's an
the 356s, yeah.
It's an interesting guy. He's
friends with Milani too, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is, his car is in Auburn. So, and I texted him and he said, I'm on my way to LA. I said, that's nice. And we shoot in LA. He said, yeah, but I'm in the Cayenne. I said, no, we don't need the Cayenne. So maybe we're going to meet halfway.
Do you want to shoot Don or the Speedster? Or do you care?
No, the Speedster with the hardtop.
Oh, okay.
The Speedster with the hardtop, and Matt Winder, the guy I'm going to shoot tomorrow, the designer,
Got the red one, yeah.
the same.
Yeah.
Not the same, but also a Speedster with a hardtop. So
he took it off the other day. We hadn't seen it off in ages, and he was driving it with the top down. It was beautiful. I hadn't seen that. Are you friends with all of these people outside of the Porsche community, or did you meet all of these people through your books? Through photography?
Yeah, it's the other way around. So, am I friends with all of them? No. If I go through the 7 books, then there's people I never talk to, and then there's people I have a relationship with. Like we call like every week, like something amazing happened during that shoot, like the chemistry, like John, for example.
Benton.
John Benton, yeah, like Jeff Sward, like Emily, like there's many.
Oh, that's how you guys met?
Yeah.
From one of the shows. I knew you said you were in the book. I just assumed you were friends.
She's in that book and in book number 5.
I have no idea what
She
Emily, what is your car?
I have a 76 911.
Oh, beautiful. What color?
Black.
And you love it?
I do. Right now there's just a little bit of issues for a little while, but I mean, it's one of those months where all the cars, there's something wrong with every single car.
That happens like 3 different friends have 3 different cars in the shop right now.
Yeah, right now it's a complete shit show. It's just everything is in the shop, so it's a strange, everything happens at once.
Yeah. They say Mercury's in retrograde. I don't know if you believe in that sort of thing, but it does seem to actually have something to do with things. So you guys met through the thing. You're a driver. You live in L.A., though, yeah?
I do.
Okay. Well, then how come we don't know you? You're a Porsche person in L.A.?
I'm just here to support.
Oh, I don't want to get to know anybody. I'm just here to support. So this is my point. You make friends with certain people.
Yeah.
You just make connections. That's life, I guess.
Yeah, and with some it's really amazing. Like yeah, we've been during the pandemic. We've been calling we said first of the month, we call, and that's what we've been doing for.
Just to check in on one another.
Yeah, just sometimes 5 minutes because she's always busy. Sometimes we chat for an hour. Hey, how's life? What are you doing? How's work? How's Belgium? How is LA? And then I go with John. I go with Jeff. I go with Patrick Long. I go with that Porsche girl, Lara.
Yeah.
A very good friend as well. People in Europe I met through the book. We go on holiday with some people together, really close friends. And then some of them you just shoot and yeah, they move on with their life and I move on. And
Yeah.
I don't expect
Can't be
them-
friends with every
I don't-
single person
no,
you shoot.
You can't expect to shoot Jay Leno and that he's gonna call you or text you, hey, how are you? He doesn't even remember probably that I photographed him,
Man, you might be surprised.
which was
He's waiting for another text.
Yeah, I think I told you that story on the last time. we
I'd
talked.
love to hear it again. What is it?
Yeah. So I came here first time. I thought I was not going to have a jet lag. I said jet lag's for pussy, so I don't have so I came here and I got slammed. Fuck, what's happening? Jeez, I woke up in the middle of the night and I had a shoot next morning with what's his name? Bruce Meyer.
Oh, sure.
Bruce Meyer. So
Yeah.
Bruce Meyer.
Mr.
Rodeo
Bonneville.
Drive. Yeah. So serious guy. Photographed him. So shoot is done. We're having a drink, and he's like, "Who are you shooting while you're here?" And I'm going this guy. So yeah, nice. Who else do you want to shoot? And I'm like, Jay Leno. He's like, no problem. So he takes his phone, put it on the table, put it on speaker, and start calling.
And Jay picks up Bruce's call.
Of course.
I'm guessing, yeah.
So, hello, and he's like, yeah, Jay, I have a guy here from Belgium, takes amazing pictures. He didn't see any of the pictures because I shoot on film, so you don't see it, but he said, he has amazing pictures, he wants to shoot you. And Jay goes yeah, what about Thursday?
And you're in.
I'm in. So, and he said, give his number, I call him. And the moment he said, give his number, I call him, I thought, okay, that's never going to happen, you know? 2 or 3 days later, I'm on the highway, I'm stuck in traffic, and my phone goes, private numbers. They go, hello. He said, hey, son, it's Jay. I said, hi, Jay, how are you doing? He said, I'm good. I said, what about Thursday? I said, fine. He said, you know where it is? I said, sure. I had no clue.
You can find it, yeah.
I said, sure, I know where it is. And like that, so I had to look it up, Jay Leno, and this is in Burbank.
Sure, yeah.
So
it's right up the street.
yeah, it's close here.
It's literally right up a couple blocks up the street.
Oh, okay, cool. And
The garage you went to, right?
yeah,
By the airport, yeah.
Yeah, the garages.
the block, yeah.
Yeah, the block, yeah, the neighborhood. Yeah, and it was like that.
So you shot him there, and what Porsches, obviously. So his
Yeah.
Carrera, maybe, or did he have the 911?
No, a brown. I don't know what year anymore. I have no clue anymore. He doesn't have that much Porsches.
No,
he has a lot
no.
of other older stuff.
Yeah.
Pre-war stuff.
The brown one was the 911.
Yeah,
If it was, yeah, that's cool. That must have been when he had just gotten it too, because he hasn't had that very long, only a couple of years. Well, that's great.
But you don't expect them to friend up with you or to call you. Same with JK from Jamiroquai. You don't expect them to call you. Same with Paloma Picasso. You're just happy to have them in your book, and that's something different.
Or maybe they're happy to have you shoot them. I mean, it goes both ways.
Yeah, I think Jay, they take pictures of him every day. I would love to shoot him in a T-shirt. That's my dream, because he's always like with a Canadian tuxedo, jeans.
I had so many things I wanted to say about that, and he showed up and he dressed up. He wasn't in the outfit. He had a jacket on and a button down and the whole thing when he was on the show. Yeah, when he was here. I was like, jeez. Yeah. And he was coming right from the thing. I thought for sure. And he's like, it's video, right? I said, he saw pictures of the set first and he knew the Letterman of it all. And he goes, it's video, right? And I was like, what the yeah, it's video. This would be a shit ton of work to do, to just do an audio podcast. Rather humorous.
I thought like years ago that there was an audience as well.
Yeah. When we pull the curtain back, you can sit on the living room couch and watch us.
It was never like that?
No, I wish.
Maybe
on Instagram, it looks huge. It really does. It looks huge. But it's, you know it. It's all angles and forced perspective.
Yeah.
You know all the tricks.
But I'm happy it's sold out.
Yeah, sweet. That's right. Do you do these? Do you do like a lot of podcasts?
Not a lot, like 2 or 3 in a year. The problem is with most things, they only want to talk about cars. And I don't know that much about cars, to be honest.
I'm the same way.
Yeah, I like them.
All of our guests know more than me.
Yeah, I like the cars, but I don't see the difference between the Fuchs from 1970 or 75. I don't see the difference. I don't really care. Neither.
Yeah, that's where it comes in.
Sorry.
That's where the rest of your life plays a factor.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, original paint, or people go, it's not original. Yeah, whatever. Mine is silver. It used to be white.
Oh.
I don't care. Now I regret, because white. I like white. But
did you paint it?
yeah. No.
No, I mean, are you the owner who had it painted?
Yeah, because when I bought it, it was orange.
Oh, no kidding. So it was originally like ivory or Grand Prix white, or some version of white?
It was, I think, ivory white. And then the guy, because it came from the States many, many years ago, it was orange when it came to Belgium. Then I bought it. Then I parked it into a tree.
Oh!
So I had to repaint it.
Understood.
Yeah.
I parked it into a tree.
And then I had to...
It's the weather in Belgium, it's rough.
It was the weather, because it was like December, really cold. But the sun was shining, so I took the car out, and I'm not experienced in I mean, the first time the car, a Porsche, breaks out, and it's the very first time, I didn't know what happened. Like, oh my God, the road was like small.
The back passes you, yeah.
A car coming, and it went too fast, and to be honest, I had no clue what I did. But it was like, all of a sudden, I said, oh my God. And then I saw my window is out. Jesus Christ. So, and I looked at the car, it didn't look really pretty. So I had to redo it, and I said, okay, let's paint it anyway, because I need to do the back anyway. And then it turned silver.
It turned silver. Sure did. Yeah. Sure enough.
Yeah.
What year is yours, you said?
1970.
70. Man, I mean, yours is an SC, right? You said 76?
76.
I mean, it's funny. The difference in just the chassis of your two cars are substantial. I mean, she's got a lot more sturdy car than you do. I can't even imagine putting an F-Series into a tree, even lightly. Just, I mean, I bet that was
Well, and the thing is, it's a 2.2, but I wanted to have a 3.2 engine in the car. Because, you're just into the Porsche game, and I wanted to be loud and fast and everything I could. And it's way too fast for my skills.
Yeah.
Because it's a light car, and a 3.2 is
that's the last engine they put in it. You have one of the first cars, and that's the last engine they put in it.
Yeah, it's not the last, I think, but it's I think I'm not sure if a 964 engine.
Well, I don't know, but it's almost a different car at that point. But of the F and the G bodies, the 3.2 was like the biggest they went.
Yeah, for the G models, yeah. So, but I wanted to have the engine because it's reliable. 3.2 is very reliable. And there was always something going on with the 2.2, like, with the and I hate when you go into a car and you want to start like,
Especially you have a crowd over. Look at my new car. I just bought this car.
In front of a restaurant, everybody's looking, and it doesn't go, and then you pretend like you just get a phone call or something.
Yeah.
Because you
Till the
don't
crowd
wanna be
disperses.
embarrassed, like everybody's went home, and then you can call friends to push the car or something. Whatever. But that being said, yeah, Belgium, it's the weather is different. It's colder. We have 4 seasons. Proper 4 seasons, so you don't drive the car that much.
We both grew up on the East Coast, so we grew up driving shit cars in shit weather. She was up in Rochester, almost Canada. She was like a 30-mile swim across from Canada.
Cold all the time.
Yeah. And I'm Connecticut outside New York City, so I grew up in the woods in the snow and
So you know
sliding. Yeah, absolutely. But I liked the whole experience, so I leaned into it and learned how to slide around until I could control all of that. Not every time. But whatever it was that you go, oh, well, I didn't like that. I'm like, I didn't hit a tree. I guess I was lucky enough to not hit a tree my first time. And then I said, oh, I kind of did like that. And then kind of want to learn how to live in that. Live in that environment. Yeah. And Jeff Swart, speaking of, he did all the driving segments for that. I love this movie, but The Art of Racing in the Rain. It's the same kind of logic. If you're always loose, you never break. All right, too much driving talk? All right.
Too much driving talk. We're not going to talk about cars and not about vaccination.
What? No, definitely not. What were you doing last week when you were booked to be on the show that you couldn't be on the show? Can we say?
Sure.
You were
shoot for with Alain Johannes, and sometimes it takes longer than you expect, and then you have to go there and you'll get your watch, but you want to take the good pictures, and then all of a sudden you see I'm not going to make it on time, and then I said, okay, let's mail on.
Were you out on location at that point, or are you just at someone's house, or how does that work? Oh, shooting cars out in Topanga.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, not a car. It's a musician. Yeah.
So this was for the portraits.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Man. We're gonna want more cars from you. Yeah, that's you. We're gonna want more car stuff from you, though. I don't think I know you're. Car photography.
Oh, photography. Yeah. I can.
I know. We gotta crack that.
Should I do an extra book?
You can start a whole Ferrari series. It'll be shorter.
Now that's interesting.
That's a letter extra, I think. No, whatever. Maybe the same.
Oh, the letters. It's got to be the letters. That's right.
I like the Land Rovers though.
Yeah. Rover. You could do Rover. That's 5, right?
Or just do L or just Land Rover.
Oh, it's a companion set.
The thing is, it was never meant to be 7 books. It was meant to be 1. So my graphic designer said, "What do we put on the back of the book?" I said, "I have no clue. I just the title of the book." And then he said, "Maybe put a P from Porsche. P from Porsche." Yeah, fine. Released the book, sold a lot of copies. Said, "I have to do another one." Said, "What do we put on?" So we
makes perfect sense. But now once you do the second one, you're committed.
No, I said, "What do we put on the book?" Not again a P. The P2, it doesn't work. I said, "We put an O, and then R." I said, "Yeah," but then I got stressed because I knew then I had to make 7.
You're committed.
And the first one sold, but I had no clue about the second one. Were people going to buy the second one as well? Maybe everybody bought it and said, "This is shit. We just throw it away."
Oh, you are an artist. Good.
Yeah. So we did the second one.
You gotta have that in you.
Yeah.
What if they think it's shit?
Sold as well, and then I was pretty confident that people were going to buy 3, 4, 5, 6 as well, because you want the set, of course.
Yeah. Especially our people. I mean, you're talking to people who want to have the full set.
Want to have the full set.
Yeah.
So maybe I do the Porsche.
The Ferrari people pay $20,000 for a toolkit, though. So I mean, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, but in the end, it's going to be the same. It's going to be shooting people and cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever do any other medium? Do you paint? Do you do any other, or is photography is your thing?
I used to paint a little bit years ago, but it was never good enough to put any of that on Instagram or whatever medium. But no, not really.
Music?
I love music, but I can't play an instrument.
Really?
I really regret. And I feel too old now to learn.
Well,
I bought a guitar like 3 or 4 years ago, and then after 2 days, I was done. Like it has to go fast, and 2 days is.
Oh, your own attention span. Yeah, I understand. You can't learn fast enough for your own self.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I think if you're taking pictures, even if they're bad, you get instant. You see something, and maybe you think it's good, maybe it's not good, but at least you come home after a day of shooting with pictures. If you start playing a guitar, at the end of the evening you don't play a song. It's like ding, 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 bang, bang, bang. It goes on for months like this.
I can't do that either.
Me neither.
No, but if I like the piano, you sit down and you noodle a little bit, and then you pick up something, and there's a little bit of reward, and then you kind of go from there. Yeah. Guitar, no.
No, you have it with painting as well. You start a painting, and maybe it takes you a couple of days, and maybe it looked like whatever. Like, can we say shit again?
Sure.
Like shit, still, you feel like, hey, I'm proud of this thing.
I did this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it gets better and better. But with an instrument, it's not working like that. So I gave up.
You have to listen to it while it gets better over and over and over.
Yeah. And the thing is, if I'm into photography, I want to stay focused and just do the photography, because I think you can do and photography and paint and all those things at the same time.
How old were you when you found photography?
I don't know. My father used to be taking pictures of me all the time, and I was annoyed by it, because it was back then it was on film, of course, and like a lot of people that they only take pictures in their garden from their own kids, and I was like, I was an only child, so my dad said, come, let's take a picture, put yourself there, and I was, focus, and
you're bored. Oh God.
I had to dress up, took a picture, click, and then another one, click, and then but then I picked it up after a couple of years. I want to see if it's really interesting. And then I got inspired by, when I was like 22, 23, I had hair back then, like beautiful blonde hair. And I did a couple of modeling jobs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, not really a big thing, but, and all those people were shooting with Hasselblads, with the old like, clack, clack. I was like, whoa, I want to know what that is. And especially when they developed their film, processed the film in the darkroom.
Was it large format, yeah?
Yeah,
beautiful.
It's medium format.
Medium, okay.
Was like magic for me. I said, I want to know how this thing works.
Yeah.
So, and then I started to buy cameras. A couple of years, had some fun. And I didn't use them for a couple of years. Because the thing is with photography, like with everything else, if your content that you're shooting is not interesting enough, you can shoot as much as you want. It's
right.
not working.
You're working on technique, and that's it.
That's it.
To a certain point.
That's why I like traveling, because if I shoot a picture in my own city all the time, I don't get inspired. Or if you shoot all the time your kids or your mom or your brother or your sister, you don't get it. But if you're here and those people are interesting or famous or whatever, different ball game. So you.
Did your dad develop his own
No.
pictures as well? No. Okay, so you didn't see that aspect of it when he was shooting you.
No, he had no clue. No. Sometimes he was shooting. I remember one day where we lived like a couple blocks away was a guy who owned a Lamborghini. Back then it was like, wow, nobody had Lamborghini in where I lived, but the guy had one. So I was like, I think 8 or 9 years ago, I was skating, and I skated to the house, and when ding dong, guy opened the door and said, listen, I want to take pictures with me in your car. I just wanted to show off at school, like it was the car from my dad.
Sure.
And the guy said, don't worry, come on Saturday, bring your father and a camera and we'll do the pictures. Fine. So I went home and said, Daddy, we can take pictures. So on Saturday we went. Guy put the Lambo out. I get in the Lambo. I posed like it was mine. Father took pictures. We came home. He didn't put film in the camera.
Oh!
Can you imagine? So he didn't put film in the camera. So
slipped my mind.
Yeah, and then I said, I'm never gonna buy ever a camera and be a photographer because it ruined my life.
Yeah, a hell of an opportunity you set up for yourself, and then the one thing you had one job.
I had it all figured out at school for the girls that this is my picture from my dad's car, but
hilarious.
No picture.
Hilarious.
So, but the analog stuff, developing your own stuff, it's interesting.
Yeah,
it's interesting stuff. And
my dad was a commercial photographer. That's why I was asking, and so he taught me how to shoot. But he, same thing. I mean, they had a lab at work where they did all that stuff, but he didn't. The photos that we took, he wasn't going to go do that for his own photos. You know what I mean? So I didn't learn that there either. I learned it in school, and I was fascinated by all the different baths and the whole thing. And
yeah, it's amazing. And since a couple
the
of
chemistry is amazing.
chemistry is amazing. Since a couple of weeks, I'm even shooting digital now, which I told myself I'm never going to shoot digital. I only want to shoot film, but I just have to adapt,
acclimate.
Yeah, I think that's also part of being successful is adapt to the situation right here, right now. And I got, I had 3 weeks ago, I was in Paris with the Soul Savers, which is a great band, by the way, and they played together with Dave Gahan from Depeche Mode. And I toured with them for a couple of days, London, Paris, and then to Berlin. And at some point I said to the guy, listen, I want to take a portrait of Dave Gahan. I'm still Dave Gahan, you know. So manager said, yeah, okay. This room, we take a picture of Dave. So Dave gets in, and I said, yeah, this is a good wall. So he's standing at the wall. And I'm with my analog camera, and I'm looking, and I'm thinking, oh my God, it's way too dark here. You know, it's not going to work. And I put film in, ISO 400, but it has to be, like, it's not with the digital camera while you're shooting, you change the ISO. When you start with 400, it's 400.
For the whole roll, yeah.
For the whole roll, end of the story. Way too dark, so I said, fuck, I have to. So I took, click, one picture, took another one, click, and the manager said, thank you, guy, that's it. I'm like, that's it? I took 2 pictures, I'm not even sure if they're sharp or not. So guy said, get out, we're done. So I go out, I'm frustrated a little bit, a lot. I come out of the hotel, I call an Uber and I say, bring me to the Leica shop in Paris. So I get into the Leica shop and say, give me a digital camera, whatever you have available, which is right on, spot on. So about a Q2, amazing camera, I can put the ISO up to whatever it is.
And change it for the next frame.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then when you have situations like this, you can do.
Yeah. It is nice. Technology is amazing.
Yeah.
What can we look forward to from you? What's next? I mean, this is kind of like the wrap it up part. Is there anything to plug? Obviously, buy your books.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Do they go to your website or do we go to Instagram? What's the best thing?
Yeah, I'm only selling them through my website. Yeah.
Yourname.com.
Yeah, myname.com.
BartKuykens.com.
www.myname.com.
KUYKENS.
Yeah, KENS, that's it. Yeah. Send me a message on Instagram and I will forward it or send it over, whatever.
There you go.
So, yeah, that's
Is that the best way to get a hold of you for someone to get a message to you is Instagram? Probably.
Yeah, I spend quite some time on Instagram. I realize sometimes. Yeah.
Oh, too much. Way
too much.
Yeah.
It's like
looking and posting. I find that it's too much, period. Do you ever take breaks? Social media breaks? Day, a week, a month? No, I know.
Half a day. I try.
When we got hacked, it was the most peaceful 3 weeks of my life because I just had that one little personal Jay Ryan account with only 500 people on it or something like that. It was so easy.
Yeah,
I was outside. I could hear the birds chirping.
You know what I think is difficult these days? Is you choose a picture, which is easy. You choose a picture for Instagram. You post it, but then you need a caption.
Yeah. What am I going to say about that?
That takes forever.
Yeah.
Like this.
The hashtags kill me.
No.
And tagging all the people and all that.
Yeah.
All right.
Whatever.
But people should follow you at bartkuykens.com, at Bart Kuykens on Instagram, and then buy your books and follow your other stuff at bartkuykens.com. Did I say that right? Did I say that right? I feel like I screwed it up. My head's not with me. You know, you're our first guest of the new year. Everybody had, we've had people booked every single night, and there's been something. You yourself had something, and you're the first person here. No.
Oh, because you told me I find someone else to come.
I must have lied.
Yeah.
No, I think you said no. I think I just didn't want you to feel bad. I was like, oh, don't worry about it.
I thought you said I found someone to replace you.
I sent you. Whatever. Doesn't matter. It's all good. It's all good. We had somebody in today. There was somebody who wanted today, but you already had it because we bumped you from last week.
Oh,
there was somebody for today.
Who was it?
Why?
Why?
I'm not gonna say.
So he's coming tomorrow.
No. Here's how the whole thing is crazy. It doesn't matter. The person who was supposed to be here today ended up getting they had a COVID scare too. They're just being careful. Doesn't matter. Holy crap.
Yeah.
We're all happy to be healthy. Everybody's healthy. Everybody feels great.
Dangerous for you? Yeah.
I mean, theoretically.
Because we didn't need to test or something?
I mean, we've been very, very careful. And then the people who come here have been very, very careful. And we've been very lucky. I mean, I'm vaccinated. I mean, I got the shots and stuff, but it's it seems like more people are getting sick these days who are. I don't know, whatever. I don't want to talk about it, Bart. You said we weren't talking about it, and then you asked a question about it.
But I think I'm fine. I'm just coughing and a fever. But it's okay.
I know. It's just the throat for me. Just a little throat and then the chest cold. Yeah.
But I think I'm fine.
Here we are laughing about it.
Yeah.
It's not okay. You're welcome here anytime. Come back anytime. Or if you want to phone in from your home country, that's fine too.
Yeah. We can Zoom from Belgium to,
Follow Bart. And what are you on Instagram?
Sometimes, very occasionally.
Are we allowed to say what yours is? Emily's on Instagram too.
Sure, Emily Sawamura, but I'm almost never posted anything for the same reasons.
For the same reasons. She do like 2 posts a year.
To keep your sanity and stay off the social media.
Yeah. I mean, I think it helps, right?
I told you, we got hacked, and seriously, it was like two and a half weeks of real peace.
Me too, 3
It's amazing how much time you have when you're doing other things. That's it. Back on Thursday with, I don't remember, so call that a surprise guest. I love you. We love you, Bart. Thank you very much for being here. Yeah. It was really cool.
It's a pleasure.
I'm glad we finally did it. I don't know why I thought we had already done it, and we were just kind of catching up, but I guess we had to do it. So I'm glad we did it.
I'm here for another 2 weeks, so
that's right.
I can bring John Benton or whatever.
I love John Benton. Yeah. We go to breakfast with them sometimes, and we'll meet at like 8 o'clock in the morning or something, and we won't leave till like noon or 1. At a restaurant, we're just sitting there, just laughing so hard. It's 26 cups of coffee. We're peeing 15 times.
Yeah,
they're just great people. Him and great. Joy, Brenda Joy, who is pure joy. Yeah. Okay. Now I feel like we got to book John Benton. We love everybody. See you out there.